Yo, what's up, guys? James Carter TV here to recap a big game in the NFC East. Well, for one of these teams. One of these teams, the Cowboys, had playoff implications in this game, and the other team was just front. The other team was just there. The other team was just. What purpose are the Giants serving at this juncture of the season? Because we all know they're not making the playoffs. Going in, 3-7, they're not making the playoffs. So what purpose does the season serve? Because yeah, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to evaluate Eli Manning? Are you trying to evaluate Tom Coughlin? Because ultimately they're going to be out of there. My prediction right now, as of this juncture, is that the Giants are going to clean house after the season. So really, the games that they are playing right now are worthless, except for guys like Odell Beckham Jr., who had one of the greatest catches I've ever seen. Hell, not one of the greatest catch I have ever seen in my lifetime. This guy said, "Wheat." This guy said, "Yeet." Okay, went back to get this football. Went all the way back. Now I have some big hands. Look at the hands compared to my head. And I have a big head. Okay, big hands, big head. That's why I'm great at basketball. And even I couldn't do this yeet that this guy pulled off. What a spectacular catch, the greatest catch that I've ever seen in my life. But it wasn't good enough because they lost the game 31-28. Why? Because the Giants defense stinks. And they played well in the first half, but then they let up 3 touchdowns in the second half. They let up a game-winning drive in the fourth quarter to end the game. And you just can't do that. And the Giants offense came out. There wasn't enough time. There was enough time, but they're not good enough for that. Let's be honest. The fact that they were even leading this game was fool's gold. We all knew how bad of a football team they were, and they proved it to us. I'm surprised they went down for a touchdown after they lost the lead the first time. I'm surprised they went down for a touchdown, but they did. And they started off the game up 14-3, but at the end of the day, Giants lose, Cowboys win. Cowboys tied with the Eagles for the NFC East. Big game this Thursday, Thanksgiving. Man, Thanksgiving is going to be great. Outside of the first game, the Chicago Bears at the Detroit Lions. It's not terrible though. It's a mid-level game, but it's not gonna be great. The other two games are going to be great. Oh my God, they're gonna be great. Two huge playoff implicating games because hell, the loser of these games might not make the playoffs. And that's something we have to consider here. So big games this Thursday as the Cowboys face the Eagles and as the San Francisco 49ers host the Seattle Seahawks. Huge games. And I can't wait to get me some of those games while eating some turkey. No, screw the Thanksgiving. The football is huge. This is one of the biggest Thanksgiving games I've ever seen in my life. So let's get on to it. Thanksgiving is going to be great. Oh, it's going to be great. So I can't wait for that. Dez Bryant. This guy needs his money. I get paid Dez Bryant his money. Now, I am on the don't pay DeMarco Murray bandwagon. I'm on that bandwagon because, and I have to defend myself here because these where you guys are really gonna hate me in the comments. I don't believe in paying running backs ever. I really don't. Even if they're 26 years old. No, maybe if they're 26. Which DeMarco Murray is 27, but I'm not a big fan of paying running backs. Why? Because you pretty much have a 15% success rate. You really do. Because look at all these running backs that have been paid, come out and then just stink. Ray Rice, Chris Johnson, um, Sean Alexander, LT, Adrian Peterson. You pay these guys, they come out the next year and they stink. And they stink. That's just what happens in the NFL. Why this is, I don't know. But you have a 15% success rate. Every now and then you have a successful contract like Jamal Charles so far. It's been 1 year, but so far it's okay, successful, sure, why not? You have a successful contract like Adrian Peterson was for 1 year. Like Aaron Foster is somewhat, but that's a stretch because he doesn't even play. But running backs are such a year to year players. That 1 year they'll be great, 1 year they'll stink. They're just so year to year. They're not consistent anymore. I don't believe in paying running backs big money, and he wants big money. Now, Dez Bryant, I believe in. I believe in paying big time wide receivers. They're going to be consistent. Look at Larry Fitzgerald. Look at Calvin Johnson. Look at all the blah, blah, blah. God, wide receivers, they're great. Running backs are different every year. Every year, running backs are different. This year, this top five running backs will not be the next year top five running backs. They're just not consistent enough for me to pay them. So let's just forget about that. But hey, we're not here to talk about that. Cowboys 8-3, Giants 3-8. Ultimately, I think the Giants are going to finish 5-11, right in line with my season predictions. I have them going to Tennessee, getting a victory, and I have them winning one more game. I'm not quite sure. I think when they host the Redskins or go to the Redskins or something like that. But that's pretty much it. So until next time, James Carter TV. I'm out. Peace.